Right, we're going to do another one for Remembrance Sunday, for Remembrance Day. I'm going to work on black paper this time. I really like working on black paper. So, using pastels or chalks if you've got them. Doesn't really matter. Don't worry about going all the way to the edges. Just putting on a splash of blue. Let's go to a pink. And then we'll go to an orange. And just a hint of yellow right down at the bottom. And now I'm just going to mix that up a little bit. When I'm doing my mixing, I'm making sure that though I'm blending between the two colours, I'm not smudging it so much that I've just got a hodgepodge of colour. You can still see I've got bands of blue, bands of purple, orange and the yellow. So it's not overly mixed, but they all just blend into one another. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of chalk on the top of that to lighten it up and add the clouds and the bit of variety into the sky. Don't need to do too much. You can see I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just throwing on the colour and seeing what happens. There we go. That one does my sky. Now with my charcoal, I'm just going to put in a simple bit of ground down here. And then I'm going to put in, let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to put in a bit of a tree here just because, I don't know, they just look nice. Though this is Remembrance Day art, it can actually be used for so many other things depending on how you do it. So when you do your tree, remember to taper it so it's thinner at the top than it is at the bottom, and allow those branches to really grow out. Most children, when they do this, they stop their branches a little bit too short. So they'll stop them about here and think that's sufficient. You've really got to allow it to grow out, and every time you grow out, change directions a little bit, get a bit thinner. Give it that shape. Give it that texture that you're after. There we go. Can't see too much. I think that one's a little bit thicker, I think. That will do us. And then, where am I going to go with this next? Right. Let's have my stick figures again. Should be experts at these by now. There's the head, fits into the torso. There's the hips, legs come down. And then I'm going to have a child as well. Slightly different proportions. There we go, so that'd be the hand resting on the child's shoulder. Child like that, and I think we'll have this as a lady, so I'm going to fill that in as a dress. And again, I've done this sort of one before. Put a little bun on the back and it just creates the idea of it being the hair. That's all that's needed there, I think. Can you see how simple that is? It just, yeah. Sometimes less is more. Just keep it as simple as possible. And then over here, so I'm going to bring this a little bit out a bit further. And I'm going to put a cross in. Here. And now I'm just going to catch a little bit of light. So I'm going to go back to my yellow. And not too much, just catching a little bit. just to finish off. What have I got? There we go. Don't need to overdo it. In the distance, they'd be really, really small. You're just suggesting the poppies rather than drawing the proper ones. And I'm going to call that done. There we go. Really, really simple piece of Remembrance Day art. You can use this for loads of other ideas. It's just nice and atmospheric. Okay.